Welcome to the weekly roundup with Tommy Javor and Tommy Lipson.
Hi Tommy, how you going, mate?
I'm very well, thank you. How are you?
Good.
We've done this several times tonight, so let's get straight into it. Div 2, we are covering round 15 and previewing round 16. It was a big game between St Peter's and Broadview. It was close all day, Tommy, but St Peter's too good in the end. 13-17-95, Broadview 9-12-66. And I understand you've got some big news out of St Peter's. Rosewater have been kicked out the comp. All right, we'll just leave the St Peter's news. No worries.
Brilliant.
Okay, St Peter's, Trentnorden kicked 7. They seemed to kick in late though, didn't they? Copping 2, a host of singles. Cudmore, Hartman and Trentnorden better players.
We got Broadview, we got Burnett with 2, Kemp with 2, and a whole bunch of singles there. So best players: Scotty Burnett, Tommy Schlicker, Braden the Prince, Cregan, and
Elfenbein.
Elfenbein.
Yeah, Elfenbein.
Scotty Burnett's the best players of the week. He'd have to go close to winning the medal, I'd say.
Yeah, well, the Broadview aren't play finals, but they win their best and fairest, and it is hard to say with these umpires. And there's some players at Modbury who should really play well, but who knows on that one? Let's head over here next, where look, just quickly looking at the ladder as well. It was a real logjam between 4th and 8th, and that still exists. But this was a big result because this one basically meant that Andrew Newton-Jarman, you come to Gazer, you're going to wave the wand over and fix everything. It hasn't quite happened that way because Foss Camden were too good. 14-10-94, Gazer 7-14-56. It was close all day, but in the end, Foss Camden too good at home. Yeah,
it's Foss Camden. We've got Bayliss with 4 goals, Williams with 3, Jack Weir with 3, Gordon with 2. Singles there. Hamden, Beard, Scharenberg, relation to
one of the brothers.
Bayliss and Reevely, best players for Foss.
Heinze and McCready kicked a couple for Gazer, whilst Heinze and McCready were the better players for Gazer. So
he's a massive unit, that Heinze, isn't he?
Yeah, he is. He's really well put together.
You like him?
Not visually stimulated by him, but my old co-host Lisa Wright, the flea chick, she used to get all, I'm going to use the right word, happy to see him. I don't know. There's that deal. I should be fan because he's a good-looking boy.
Foss pushing for a top 5 spot now.
They certainly are. I think they're in 4th, but we'll get to the ladder in just a minute. Scotch and Old Iggy's. The college boys. It was Old Iggy's in the end, too good, got over Scotch. It was Scotch 16-16-112 at Scotch College. Old Iggy's 19-12-126, a 14-point win, despite having one less scoring shot.
Good win, and that's what you're talking about, that log between 4th and 8th or whatever, so that's a good win.
What does that do for Scotch is an interesting question if you're going to ask it. Again, so it's been tight the whole time. The way the results have fallen, now they're 2 games out. I'm talking about Broadview, Scotch, Gazer have all fallen 2 games out because of the results. In deep doo-doo now. Yes. I'll go through Old Iggy's, where it was Abbott who kicked 4, Panther 3, DePoy 3, Cook was the only other multiple with 2, a bunch of singles. Abbott, Boyd and McNeil with the better players.
We've got Scotch, we've got Underwood with 5, Wong, is that right? Good with 2, a couple of singles there as well. Middleton, Laganik, Underwood, Wong, Broderick and Bilby. Yes. The best players for Scotch.
I did hear their coach talking, and he said they've been absolutely cruel with injuries. They've had a lot of injuries, and
Scotch, that is.
Yeah, I guess they're the only club to have had injuries this year. So we've all had injuries. I think Paynham's got 9 out. At this stage, that's just the D grade. So you deal with it. So for Ian Steele and Scotch, it's bad luck. Probably not my favourite club, but there's some good lads. Obviously the Kale's going as well. They're a big loss. So
I mean it's crazy how tight that comp is. Win would have maybe put them in the 5, and the loss keeps them in the relegation battle, I guess. So
that's right. Smosh West Lakes, past Players' Day,
big day.
1,000 people there.
That's right here.
It was all happening.
Even the great Luke Hosey was down there, I heard, at some stage, signing autographs.
Yep. So you can guarantee there was a few grannies down there worried. They led at half-time. They led at three-quarter time.
Yeah.
They kicked an early goal. They would have thought, today's the day. It's not the day the teddy bears have their picnic. Yes. Today's the day we get to celebrate like the Lions of old and be strong and we're bold. But they lost. No. Smosh, Westlake's 9-5-59, Portland 9-9-63.
Good win by the Portland guys. I'm sure they probably thought they were going to win by a bit more than that going into that game, but I'd say Smosh would have set themselves for that one.
Yep.
A big day for that. So yeah, good. A win's a win. Take that and move forward into next week.
I love winning. Yeah. For Smoshies, unfortunately, they've gone down by 4 points, but Parham and Dixon both kicked 2. Better players: Payne, White, and Thomas.
Portland, we've got Alex Bradley with 2 goals, Jack Matthews with 2, and a bunch of singles there as well. Bradley, Laz, Dylan Cranwell, Friend, and Traeger in the best players. So,
tell me about Friend. Do you know much about him?
none.
Okay, glad I asked. All right, and what was our game of the round? It was 1 versus 2. A lot of people think this could well be the grand final preview, and they put on a performance worthy of a grand final. It was at Modbury Sports Reserve. We all thought Modbury, but it was a lot closer than that because Sacred Heart were very efficient. Modbury 13-14-92, Sacred Heart 14-4-88.
Yeah, a whole bunch of more scoring shots than Sacred Heart, but Sacred Heart obviously made these count, so kicked 1 more goal and lost the game.
Modbury, yes, that is somewhat a unique phenomenon. Modbury, the best spread of midfielders and forwards, I think, in the comp. Probably not many people would argue with that. It's very clever how they've managed to start the points, but they do. To their credit.
Very clever.
It's very clever. Well, you know, to create that balance, not go over the salary cap.
Something?
I'm not insinuating nothing. No. I'm saying good stuff. Yeah. I like Modbury. I like Grange.
Yeah.
But I think for Sacred Heart again, and they obviously didn't do it on the weekend, it's not a one-man show, but Lockie Button is their star, and what a great game. He's kicked 8, Kitschke's kicked 2, so, I mean, that's 10 of the 14 goals. Best players, obviously Lockie Button, Parr and Forster.
Modbury, we've got a whole range of goal kickers there, so Davey with 4, Benbow with 3, Davey with 2, and 4 or 5 singles there. Best players, we've got Fogden, Davey, Bennett, Hoffmeyer and Burns.
Mr. Burns. Yes, so a good win there for Modbury. Good teams find a way, and that's what they keep doing. With 2 rounds to go, they're 3 games clear. I'm going out on a limb. I think they're going to finish top.
Who did they lose to? From memory? Do you know?
No, can't remember off the top of my head. Skimming the teams. Old Iggy's.
Well, they lost in a while anyway, I don't reckon.
Yep. Okay. We don't ask questions without notice, so we can't.
Might do that again.
Look, 2nd and 3rd, so Sacred Heart will play St. Peter's in the qualifying fight. Again, it's
still
strange.
3 rounds to go.
Yeah, there is still 3. Oh, I'm getting ahead of myself, perhaps, but I know stuff.
They're pretty separate, aren't they?
Floss and Old Iggy's will play each other in the elimination final. Old Iggy's, of course, suffering from Pointsgate, where they had 2 games taken off them.
Yeah.
Changes everything. Yeah. And the same thing happened at Broadview. Gee, Broadview ruining that now. So, Lockie Button's 8, what does that do for him? It takes him to the lead with 47 goals. Trenorden hot in his tail with 42 from St. Peter's, and Scotch's Joe Bilby with 42. So, that is one division where the actual goal kicking award is up for grabs.
Yeah.
Interesting stuff. So, who do you think will win it?
3 rounds to go. Button's kicked 8. Looks like he's in good form, so pretty hard not to go with him, I'd say.
I reckon with 3 rounds to go as well before heading into finals, I think maybe they'll play him a little bit more down forward. Hard to say. The other thing he's got on his side, playing Smosh West Lakes this week. You'd expect that he'd kick a few. And do you know where it is?
At Sacred Heart?
No. It is at... It is at Glider Oval, mate. Now, if you want to go see a beautiful footballer, go to Glenelg. It is fantastic.
Yeah. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, I love it down there. Sacred Heart will win, and they'll win well, and they're going to have their past players lunching down there, and it's going to be a beautiful day at the Bay, and we're all going to just may eat some hay.
Yeah.
Hooray! Who are you tipping?
Sacred Heart by a lot.
Yeah. Spock and Modbury, perhaps this won't be the last time these two meet again this year. It's at Caterer Oval. Can you see Spocky's getting an upset?
Oh, probably not quite, but that'll be a close game, I would say. Less than 3 or 4 goals, I reckon. But yeah, Modbury.
Yeah, Modbury for mine. Old Iggy's and Hunter at Hunter Park take on Foss Camden. Again, probably going to meet each other in the finals.
A tough one. Old Iggy's at home, but yeah. Could go either way as well, couldn't it?
Yeah, I think Old Iggy's at times this year have looked like a premiership contender, whereas Floss Camden have just been that real battler, just trying to claw their way up. I think Iggy's for mine, so we both agree on that, don't we?
We do.
That's very nice. Gazer and Broadview, it's the last chance saloon. After this, we're not mathematically possible game, so not that you win it on mathematics, but it's at Clemsic Oval. Gazer.
Sorry, I'll go with Broadview. In that one, they pushed. I can't remember. They pushed a good team on the weekend, so probably got a bit more form.
I reckon I could be wrong on this. I think it's a triple header. Should be a good day down at Clemsic Oval. It was actually a really good condition, Gazer Oval as well this time of year. I go through a lot of ovals in my job, and
looking a lot better than it used to.
Yeah, with it since the redevelopment and the shifting of it slightly, it's a beautiful place to watch football, play football, and I think Gazer just. And Portland and Scotch Danger game for Scotch at Port Reserve.
Very much danger game. I think Portland only 1 win behind them now, so...
Not behind Scotch. Portland 1 win, 1 win away from 6th.
Oh yeah, but they've 5 wins and Scotch on 6 wins. Yeah. Yeah, so Portland's still alive and...
Oh, 1 win behind them.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, 1 win behind.
Sweet.
Yeah, sorry, yeah. I meant talking about relegation, sure.
Yeah.
So Portland at home will give themselves every chance of winning that one. They'll be going hard at that. So I'll back them at home to win that and make it even more interesting.
I'll tell you what, if they do win that, they'd be... And again, we're working on assumptions that 2 teams go up and 2 teams go down, like it's meant to be. It's a bigger game than we probably talked it up.
No, it is.
Who are you going for?
Portland at home, I reckon. They really set themselves to win 2 of these last 3 and give themselves a chance of staying up. So, I'll back them at home. Yeah,
so Scotch, you got quite a few injuries. Scotch were good last week. I'll take Portland as well. I'll agree with you. Thanks for joining us on the Weekly Roundup. We're back next week.
Bye.